A utility pole snaps in a wreck in Rockingham, and Richmond County's first Alzheimer's Walk raises nearly $3.8 thousand. That and more all coming your way on your Tuesday edition of Live at 5. Richmond County's nightly news starts right now. Eastbound traffic on East Broad Avenue was slowed down a bit Monday afternoon as crews replaced a snapped utility pole. According to the Rockingham Fire Department, the pole was damaged during a two-vehicle wreck between a car and a truck just east of Fashion Plus across the street from Food Line. The two eastbound lanes were partially blocked and drivers had to veer into the center turn lane as a crew from Mastech made the repair. Westbound traffic was temporarily halted around 4 p.m. as the replacement pole was swung around the side of the truck. No other details, including possible injuries or charges, are available at this time. The Dixon family is all too familiar with the effects of Alzheimer's disease. Their patriarch, 81-year-old Hayden Dixon, was first diagnosed in 2011 at the age of 74. His son Darren said the experience is like a roller coaster. Darren said the disease has progressed more in the past year, and his father is now in stage 6 of 7 and is under total care 24/7. About 40 members of the family with purple t-shirts denoting them as the Dixon Ramblers joined with more than 100 others Saturday for the inaugural Alzheimer's Walk fundraiser sponsored by the Richmond County Dementia Capable Action Team at Cole Auditorium Saturday morning. The event raised nearly $3,800, with 20% going to the Alzheimer's Association. Welch said the remaining 80% will stay in the county and be used for educational workshops and devices to help caregivers of dementia and Alzheimer's patients. One such device, she said, is a set of door chimes to notify a caregiver when their patient leaves a room. While Darren Dixon and his 5 siblings take turns on the evenings and weekends looking after their father, Joanne Everett serves as the full-time caregiver. According to the 2017 State of the County Health Report, Alzheimer's was the 6th leading cause of death in 2016. The number of Alzheimer's deaths in the county increased from 4 in 2011 to 25 in 2015, as shown in the 2016 Community Health Assessment. When we return, I'll be bringing you your Live at 5 weather report. It's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
Hi, this is Christina with Richmond County Hospice. I'm with Julie and Holly, and we're here to talk about how wonderful Hayden Construction was during our recent pipe bursting and flooding in our building.
In 10 to 15 minutes they were here and they were already starting to work vacuuming up the water, trying to figure out where all the damage was, what all they needed to do.
They were so quick to get on the scene. They were here before I even arrived, and it was just reassuring to have them come in and take control.
We are so thankful that they were here to help us that day.
At Kyocera, we see your company differently. We see your documents, how they're accessed, what it takes to keep them secure, and how well your workflow is flowing.
Kyocera helps your entire document infrastructure run more efficiently, securely, and cost-effectively.
And what we see is an opportunity to integrate all of it.
Today's Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by Exit Realty, and we've had some more nice weather yesterday, today, and that's going to continue over the next couple of days until we get to the weekend. We'll get to that here in just a second. But in the meantime, take a look at the map behind me. Starting down in Wilmington for tomorrow, the high is expected to be 67, a high of 65 for New Bern, and a cold high of 62 up in Greenville. It's actually going to be 1 degree cooler than that for the high for Raleigh tomorrow, as they can expect a high of 61. Right here in the Sand Hills area for Southern Pines, 65, 66 for Rockingham, and 67 in Laurinburg and in Lumberton, just down 74. Heading the other way towards the mountains in Charlotte, a high tomorrow expected of 65, 64 in Hickory, And not to be outdone, a high all the way down of 62 for Greensboro. Your South Carolina temperatures, if you're taking a look down there, if you're heading down there, Spartanburg 66, Lancaster 66 as well, 67 for Darlington, and a high of 71 down in Columbia, which is also the hottest out of all the Carolina temperatures that we have. But as you can see, a lot of sunshine expected for all regions of North and South Carolina. Which brings us to the 5-day weather forecast. And as I mentioned, nice couple of days coming up till we get till Friday. But in the meantime, on Wednesday, 0% chance of rain tomorrow, high of 66, low of 42. For Thursday, once again, partly cloudy, but no rain expected with a high of 58, a low of 46. As we venture into the weekend, as I mentioned before, a 70% chance of rain that day, a high of 58, low of 51. So it's going to be wet and cold. That's going to continue throughout the weekend. On Saturday, once again, a 70% chance of rain that day, high of 61, low of 49. And as we finish out the weekend, rain again on Sunday, 40% that day, chance of precipitation, high of 65, low of 47. So enjoy the next couple of days before you have to get not only your rain boots and umbrellas out, but also your parkas and blankets and turn the heat up because cold weather is on the way. And that's going to do it for your Live at 5 weather report. When we return, Raider football is moved to Thursday night in anticipation of this rain on Friday. And we also have our official Richmond County Female Athlete of the Week. It's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
At Richmond County Hospice, we strive to provide high-quality care to our patients and their families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
Richmond Senior High School Athletic Director Ricky Young announced this morning that the Raider varsity football team's game this week has been bumped up a day due to heavy rains forecasted for Friday. The Raiders will travel to 71st High School on Thursday instead of Friday and play the Falcons at 7:30 p.m. It's both teams' biggest competition on the 2018 campaign as they are both tied atop the SAC standings. The winner will take an outright lead of the SAC with just 2 games remaining in the regular season, and it holds big playoff implications. Due to hurricane-related delays that postponed the season for 2 weeks in mid-September, it's imperative for Richmond and the other SAC schools to maintain the rest of the regular season schedule without further delay. The NCHSAA has already extended the football season 1 week, allowing missed games to be made up. Richmond is set to make up its game against Purnell Sweat High School from September 21st on Friday, November 9th. Candace Little, a senior on the Richmond Senior High School cheerleading team, has been named the 5th official Richmond County Female Athlete of the Week for the 2018 fall sports season. One of just 2 four-year varsity starters on this year's cheerleading team, Little has served as one of head coach Meredith Hood's most vocal leaders over the past couple of seasons. While the Richmond cheerleaders may not partake in the on-the-field action on Friday nights, Little is a big part of getting the crowd amped up to cheer on the Raider football team. This is her first career selection. Little can be seen soaring high above her fellow cheerleaders during football games, but she's also soaring in the classroom this semester at Richmond. She's enrolled in Richmond's Health Science Cluster and only has 2 classes this fall, as she's also enrolled in the School to Work program, which allows her to leave campus to work during the school day. Being a member of the cheerleading team is the only athletics program at Richmond that Little is a part of, but it does span 2 seasons, football and basketball. And she's aware that her role on the team is much more than your average cheerleader. Little is in the process of applying to colleges around the state to further her post-secondary education. Currently, she's applied to North Carolina State University, East Carolina University, and Winston-Salem State University, and is waiting to hear back from all 3 schools. Her top choice, however, is NC State. Congratulations, of course, to Candace Little, our official Richmond County Female Athlete of the Week. And that's going to do it for today's edition of Live at 5. If you haven't already, be sure to download the Richmond Observer app for your iPhone and Android devices. For all the latest news in Richmond County, visit richmondobserver.com. And be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sandhills Monday through Friday, 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. Thanks for watching Live at 5. Good night, Richmond County.